Hello, how are y'all guys doing? It's so nice to be back there. In the last couple of weeks, I've been getting many requests from friends, family, colleagues about taking a look at their CVs, their cover letters, and their applications in general for me to give my opinion as a recruiter in what points they could improve their application so that they can really land their dream jobs. A friend of mine, Alejandro, kindly agreed to have help in form of a video. So Alejandro, this video is for you, and let's get right into it. Here on my iPad, you can see the job position to which Alejandro wants to apply. And the application is in German, but I'm gonna be translating it to English as well. So the position is intern for financial accounting and transaction accounting. So here you can already see something that is quite important for the position. So here it's basically saying the locations in which the job could be done. And it says we're going to help our clients with a broad portfolio with some services in accounting and in the transaction area, doing those kinds of activities here. So it's Rechnungslegung, Finanzbuchhaltung, and reporting, and to build an efficient and effective finance function of the company. Okay, so we are in the agenda of the CFO. We help with transparency and trust in our reporting. This is the basis for taking decisions at our company. You can develop yourself, or you can show not only your more technical but also your more creative side. So these are some of the areas you'll be working in. So working with consultancy teams in the operative project business. So we see here operative project business could be a buzzword that we highlight, as also this working together with the consultancy teams. You support and consult our clients in the scope of capital market transitions, so that's IPOs, acquisitions, mergers, and so on. You develop proposals of solutions to more complex questions of national and international accounting. So you have your national and international accounting. You optimize and you put together accounting processes. I'm just translating Rechnungslegung as accounting right now. Maybe it's not the correct term, but this is what I'm going to be using for this video. As it's all in German, the word that really matters right now is Rechnungslegung. So here we have other buzzwords for Konzern. That's when you have like a big company with some subsidiaries. That's a Konzern. Here we have the yearly report, analysis and implementation, fund control, and risk management systems. Okay, risk management systems. So here we have already some buzzwords that are really interesting for the application afterwards. And these are the things that they're asking for. So you are studying something in the more economic or administrative area, so Wirtschaftswissenschaften, or something similar, and you have at least 2 semesters that you've already managed to do, ideally with some kind of specialization in the area of finance accounting, as well as some first practical experience with Rechnungslegung, again with SHGB, so this is the German way of doing it, as well as IFRS, the international way. So here we have already our buzzword Rechnungslegung once more, as well as these other 2, finance accounting, and the kind of specialization. You have good analytical skills. You can grasp things pretty quickly and a creative thinking. You're a team player with engagement and a lot of responsibility. You can master Microsoft Office. You have good communication skills in German and in English. This is what we offer you. We offer you building up a networking after your internship and for you to be taking into the EY talent community in our help or support program for interns. So you can also have an international professional network. Diversity and giving equal chances are also important for our company. Okay, so here we already read our job description. You see, those are the points that I have marked as important. So let's take a look into Alejandro's motivation letter. Application for a internship. I'm gonna first read it in German and then I'll translate it into English for more comments later. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, mit großem Interesse habe ich Ihr Stellenangebot für ein Praktikum auf LinkedIn gelesen, da ich mich schon während meines Studiums sehr für das Finanzmanagement interessiere. He says, dear sir or madam in German, it would be good here if he knew who the person or the hiring manager or the recruiter or both is, so that he can address this person by the name. So if I'm the recruiter, dear Mr. Hanchuk, dear Marcus, hi Marcus, something like that, it shows that you've gone one step forward to find out who that person really is. Is it extremely necessary? No. Is it a plus point? Yes. Then we have this beginning here with a lot of interest. I have seen your job posting for an intern position at LinkedIn. Because I had a lot of interest during my studies for finance management, your position for an internship matches perfectly with that, something like that. Okay, so this is more kind of like a traditional way of starting your motivation letter. It's not bad, but it doesn't give you all of the potential that you could have in this context. So what would be good in this sense? What would be good would be for you to say, because I have done this project, or that project, or that project, I have been really, really looking for an opportunity that would allow me to put this skills into practice once more because I really found out this is my passion. Something like that, but not as abstract. So I can bring later the example of my own motivation letter, but something that really helped me out was for me to say, I think April 27th was the day that changed my life. And this is how I started my motivation letter. It is catchy. It is not really traditional, it's something different. People are going to be excited and interested in getting to know what is going on there. So I would suggest you to really start differently your cover letter and to really give some idea of why this position is so interesting for you and trying to be out of the standard. So what is something that only you can say? Everyone can say, I've read this on LinkedIn. Everyone can say that they're interested in finance management, and everyone can say that because I'm interested in that, this matches perfectly. But finding a new reason of why you're applying is something that's going to be unique to you. And this is what you can use for this start to really have a perfect start in your cover letter. So this is something that I would do, just finding out something that really makes you out as a person and that really creates this kind of engagement and that really excites the reader, the recruiter to read what you're doing. So currently I study the German Latin American program of business administration in the University of Applied Sciences in Münster. There I have my focus especially at finance and project management, but also with human interaction and intercultural competencies. I have a lot of fun to put this knowledge into practice. So what I really like here in this part is that he says, my focus is especially in finance and project management, but I also do interhuman interaction and intercultural competencies. This is exactly what was here in the job description. So you can see here, focus in finance and accounting. So how could he make it even better? Maybe he could mention this part or any of those other buzzwords here. So maybe he can kind of like quote a project that he has had in which he really had to utilize IFRS or HGB, or in which he had to take care of IPOs, acquisitions, mergers, and so on. What were the most important modules, the most important lectures he has had on this topic, and how did they keep on his mind so that he's so interested in doing this internship right now? So this is something that I would try to increment. Maybe it comes later. I haven't read this application yet, but this would be a first thing to think about. Currently I'm studying this at the University of Applied Sciences in Münster. That's okay. So this is what I've studied. I also know Alejandro from this course. And I know that he started it in Colombia as I started in Brazil, and I finished it here in Germany as he is finishing it here in Germany. Maybe it doesn't come, maybe it comes. It would be important for he to mention that he also studied in Colombia and that he brings this kind of experience. Up until now, we haven't read that. What I think is a little bit critical here is the part I have a lot of fun bringing this knowledge into praxis. That is fine if you then give examples of what projects, how you bring it into practice. And bringing something into practice doesn't mean necessarily that you do it well. So how well do you do it? What are the metrics? What are some results that you've achieved? I know that this sounds kind of hard if you're at university and you only had a couple of projects, but maybe you can give your grade. Maybe you can say that you had a project at a company and that you helped them solve a problem. So during my studies, I already had the possibility to participate in some corporations of the University of Applied Science in Münster. As a consequence of that, I have done my bachelor thesis with the title Calculating the Cost of Equity for a Colombian Company from the Point of View of a US Portfolio Investor. So this was his thesis. So he has compared several international stock markets. So I think this is quite important what he has done here. He has basically said the bachelor thesis that he has done, the title, and also how he interacted and how he acted with it. This is something that adds a lot of value and that is important. I think this definitely should be here in this cover letter. The only thing that I don't think is that it belongs here. And I'll tell you why. So here he's talking about cooperations from the University of Applied Sciences in which he has been. to, or in which he interacted. So what I understand through that is that he helped companies solve problems. And then directly after that, he talks about his master thesis that doesn't really involve solving a problem for a company, or maybe in this context, that what I would expect here would be for him to actually say, hey, these are the projects where I actually solved this problem for that company. And then this would come later. So, okay, so much about that. And then he says, in addition to that, to my technical skills, to my hard skills and interests, I also have good knowledge in all of Microsoft Office programs and software. So this is also something that he has taken out of here. So we have here Microsoft Office. And I speak English, Spanish, and German fluently. Fantastic. Through my experiences at a university, I can work in a team, as well as I can solve problems alone. So the problem with this part is everyone can say they can work in a team. Everyone can say that they are proactive. But when have you worked in a team? When have you been proactive? When have you solved a problem? And here we can see in the description that it is important to solve problems in operative project business. So think about a project situation in which you have worked in a team and how you have solved a problem there. And maybe this is something that you can better bring in your cover letter. As an example for that, or maybe expressing this in a different manner. One thing that is very, very good is the language skills. This is very, very good because not everyone is going to speak Spanish, German, and English fluently. One of my key competencies is in stressful moments or in conflict situations to maintain myself calm and to focus myself on a solution. So here it is also a very beautiful sentence overall, but I don't know in what stressful situation and in what conflict situation you have come to what solution. And this is something that would help myself more to take the decision and to see, okay, this is really true, because everyone can say that. And when the conflict situation actually comes, maybe it's a problem, and there's like different levels of conflict. So maybe the conflicts you've had in a more familiar context or with friends are going to be different from the ones you're going to encounter at work. So maybe it would be good also to give insights into that. Otherwise, the sentence isn't really that meaningful. So the job as an intern at EY, I would be able to assume that position immediately. So this is cool. This is an information for the recruiter or for the hiring manager that is available from now. I would be very happy about an invitation to have a mutual get to know with you in the sense of an interview. This is how he ends. Guys, this video is already so big. We're almost at 20 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a second part of this video where I'm gonna show how I then analyzed Alejandro's CV, and then we're gonna have the full package. But it's such a cool project, right? So in this video today, we've seen how we have analyzed the job description, the points that were important in the cover letter, and suggestions of what Alejandro could have included there. And in the next video, we're gonna focus solely on his CV So subscribe to this channel, give this video a like if you like this project, and if you'd like me to analyze your CV, let that be sent out to me. And that's basically it. And one more notice. I've already published it on LinkedIn. This video was recorded prior to the events that happened in the Ukraine. But if you are a Ukrainian citizen and you're currently fleeing, let me know. I'll try to do my best to help you, especially if you're moving into Germany. I will try to help you by translating things from English or from German to English. Try to help you out with German bureaucracies. Maybe if you are looking for a job here in Germany, I can take a look at your CV, your cover letter, your application, help you get to know the German school system, and so on and so forth. So just get in touch with me. Other than that, guys, wish you all a great week, and next week you can count on the continuation of Alejandro's video and CV analysis. Wish you all the best. Bye!